Watch coverage this morning. Gilmar Abrego Garcia released from ICE detention, arriving at his brother's home in Maryland after a federal judge's ruling. He's expected to check in with ICE officials in Baltimore after he was released from detention on a judge's orders as his legal challenge against his deportation moves forward. The U.S. District Judge saying her order that since Abrego Garcia's wrongful detention in El Salvador, he's been re-detained again without lawful authority. The White House slamming the judge and her ruling, saying they do plan to appeal. For quite some time, given that we're getting into the holiday season, we'll probably see those crews come back out again after the January 1st holiday. I'll keep you posted on that. So enjoy that. What we do have going on this morning as you head out the door is a stalled vehicle on the westbound direction of the Dobson Road exit right as you're traveling on the Red Mountain Freeway. You're going to notice some flashing lights there. Also at Dobson and Southern, just south of there, north of the 60, we've got a crash reported in that area. Here's a wider view across the valley right now. Mostly green conditions, a little bit of slowing near the 101 on the I-10, so we'll track that desert drive time for you. Still ahead, Nick.
Okay, Megan, we appreciate
Traffic Planner Plus here on this Friday, and a reminder for you as you go into the weekend, there are no construction projects on our Valley Freeway, so that's a bit of good news. Let's get you started out the day and out the door with a check of those current desert drive times. About a half hour still on the I-10 eastbound from the 303 to the mini stack, but not too bad. Hopefully we do continue to see those Friday light conditions. I'll be sure to update you in about an hour with how that West Valley ride is doing for you riders on the 10. 60 minutes on Grand Avenue from the 101 to the 17. Still green conditions, about 9 minutes on the 101, that southbound direction from Grand Avenue as you look to transition to the I-10. As we look at that East Valley commute, looking fantastic. The 202 westbound from the 101 to the mini stack, 8 minutes. The US 60 not seeing slowing yet at about 15 minutes for that ride from the 202 over to the 10. And the 101, the Price Freeway, that should take you right around 10 minutes or so. For that North Valley commute, the 17 southbound as you're making your way from the north stack down toward that stack interchange is still in the green right now. We know it typically starts to ease up into that yellow range right around this point of the morning. So we do anticipate that will change shortly. 13 minutes on the 51 from the 101 to the mini stack, and right around 6 minutes on the 101 eastbound from the I-17 as you work your way over to the 51. Nick?
I don't want to jinx this, but love seeing all that green, especially on a Friday, Megan.
Now sponsored by Accident Law Group. Here's a view of the I-10 right around that Salt River Bridge area in the eastbound direction near about 24th Street. We do have the stalled vehicle off right. DPS leaving the scene, so hopefully that means that driver will be able to get out of the way relatively soon, and those traffic flows appear okay. You should be able to move towards those middle lanes to get by to give that driver some space. Off the freeway, 103rd Avenue Northern, we got a crash just west of the 101, and 77th Avenue at Indian School Road, also a crash in that spot. But no major slowing to let you know about for now here on your Friday. I'll keep you updated in our 6 o'clock hour. Nick?
Amazing talent. So over the years, he's played the national anthem for sporting events of all kinds.
Yeah, so you can imagine his thoughts when he got an invite to play the anthem at an NBA game. Congratulations to him on that. We're so very proud of you.
Way to go, Joe.
Down near about Citrus, near the Loop 303, you see the bit of a slowdown as they're making their way through this stretch near about Perryville. So look at those speeds. They're right around 10 to 15 miles per hour in that spot. But then you notice after you pass the 303, after you pass that crash, you do see those green flows that Jorge was talking about, that Friday light that we've been hoping for. So here's that current drive time. If you're coming from the far West Valley, coming time over to the 10 miles per hour below the speed limit with that slowdown there in the West Valley. I'll continue to track that for you, let you know when we see some of those lanes reopen. We'll also give you a wider view across the valley of any other slowdowns still ahead, Nick. Okay. Hey there, Megan Thompson with a check of those current traffic conditions right now, sponsored by Accident Law Group, taking you to the far West Valley, west of the Loop 303, the I-10 eastbound. You're going to start slowing down right around Verrado Way because of this crash near Citrus, near the 303, where we do still have some restrictions in place. It looks like that HOV lane blocked right now by those troopers in the area with that crash scene. Definitely a rough spot. Hoping to see this one moved all the way off to the right-hand side. But in the meantime, we are seeing those speeds drop to 25 miles per hour as you approach that area, and even less as you're making your way through that spot. So that drive time from Tonopah to the 101 right now is about 47 minutes as you get going. All right, let's get you a check of that most accurate forecast. A warm one on the way. Check of those current traffic conditions, sponsored by Accident Law Group. So the I-10 eastbound west of the 303 dealing with some abnormal slowing, especially on a Friday morning. Speeds right around 20 to 25 miles per hour as you're approaching that interchange, because lane for a bit of time here this morning. So we'll get you a check of that desert drive time as you head out the door, making your way into the downtown area. Coming up in just a little bit. Nick?
All right, 6:33, Megan.